Hello, my name is Maximo Sanchez. I'm a student of the MBA Energy and Sustainability program at EPAC Business School in Paris. And today I'm here to present you my capstone consultancy project titled Avoiding the Perception of Greenwashing in the Creation of a CSR Strategy. This work is based on the consultancy carried out at a French digital marketing company called The Couple, based in Montreuil. And the main mission was to consolidate and streamline the company's CSR policies. It was divided in three parts. The first one was research about sustainability, CSR, and greenwashing. The second one was an analysis of the company's activities and current CSR policies and communication, and also the proposal of a framework for the analysis of potential greenwashing perception in CSR communication. And the third part was a presentation of strategic recommendations based on the research and the application of the proposed framework of analysis. This framework is based on three main elements. Number one, the ease of access to CSR information provided to the public, which is a measure of the transparency of the communication. Number two, the clarity of the objectives and actions and their alignment with broader sustainability framework, which is a measure of legitimacy. And number three, the quality of the data provided, which is in terms of quantitative KPIs and their verifiability, which is a measure of credibility. And the application of this framework and the company analysis produced the following findings. They don't have a dedicated CSR policy document, and they rely on their annual report to show their CSR communication. They don't have a dedicated CSR position, which is currently the responsibility of the head of the Human Resources Department. And they don't have a stakeholder consultation plan to validate their CSR engagements. In terms of the activities with a potentially negative impact in terms of emissions and material consumption, they have three activities which are potentially problematic. One is the gifts to subscribers, and they're currently giving tablets. Also, they have a very big volume of printed media and digital newsletters and emails, which has a very big impact on carbon footprint. Based on those findings, we propose four strategic recommendations. The first one is the improvement to the company's CSR organizational structure. That means creating a dedicated CSR manager position within the Human Resources Department to deal exclusively with CSR matters. The second one is the reorientation of the activities to improve sustainability performance and at the national and international level by offering less carbon-intensive alternatives as gifts, both in France and Spain and Portugal, which is the other branches they have, and optimizing the size of the printed material. That means having more prints per sheet of paper to reduce material consumption, and also reducing the scale of digital storage to reduce carbon footprint. And number three, the management of internal and external stakeholders. That can be done by implementing an annual stakeholder consultation plan and the use of a materiality matrix to determine the company's CSR engagements based on those consultations. And also having a closer supplier vigilance in terms of their social, environmental, and labor practices. And the final recommendation, number four, is the creation of the company's dedicated CSR strategy document. That means having a document that is exclusively dedicated to showing their company's CSR policies, and also establishing a clearer link between those policies and the UN Sustainable Development Goals and the UN Global Compact principles to give it an extra layer of legitimacy. And finally, giving a more prominent position to CSR information on their company's website, so it is easier to access. As conclusions, well, we can say that the creation of the framework was very useful to identify the weaknesses in CSR communication in the company in terms of their legitimacy, in terms of their credibility and their transparency, and it proved to be a very useful tool to show management what are the steps to be taken. So that was a very good result. So, well, that's it. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you liked my presentation. Thank you.